Hello, this is Way of Weinstein, wherever you may be and however you may be watching, live in the financial district of New York City, Facebook Live and YouTube, here to talk, where's LeVeon Bell going? So, there's been a lot of commotion of where the star running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to go. He's missed the first 3 games because he wants his money, and I don't blame him. The life of the running back is short. He's one of the best in the game, and I'm going to discuss his top suitors. You can probably tell from the emojis where I think he's going to go, but I'm going to break it down for the top 4 suitors in my opinion. So before we get into that, so LeVeon Bell is going to be 27 in February, so he's still relatively young. And last season, he had 1,291 yards rushing, averaged 4.0 yards a carry, had 9 rushing touchdowns, had 85 catches, 655 yards receiving, and 2 touchdowns. He's arguably one of the best running backs in the game, if not the best running back. I mean, I feel like that conversation is him, Zeke, Gurley, David Johnson, and maybe it's too early to throw in Saquon, but that's the upper echelon of running backs. So let's get to the landing spots. So the first one is the Indianapolis Colts. So they actually have the most cap space entering the 2019 season. They have a little over $123 million in cap space. Now, here are my reasons why the Colts. Give Andrew Luck a running mate on offense. I mean, Andrew Luck's never had a running back that was that good. You give him one of the best in the game, they can really take charge of the AFC South and make sure that's their division for years to come. Now, the next team is the team that I think should really put in a full court press to get LeVeon Bell is the New York Jets. So the Jets, behind the Colts, they have the second most amount of cap space entering the 2019 season with a little over $106 million in cap space. So you drafted a rookie quarterback who you see as your franchise quarterback in Sam Darnold. What is the best way to help him grow? Get him a security blanket, LeVeon Bell. LeVeon Bell can help in pass protection. You can dump it off to him in the backfield. And also, he's one of the best pure runners. This way, when Darnold drop him back to throw and he actually does play action, it'll leave the secondary thinking for a second, they've got LeVeon. Is he they're gonna run it or are they gonna throw it? That will definitely accelerate Sam Darnold's process into becoming an elite quarterback. And also, if LeVeon Bell is a big reason why the Jets win their first Super Bowl in over 50 years, you will be immortalized. Look at Mark Messier. He won the Rangers their first cup in over 50 years, and he can go anywhere he wants in New York. He's a legend. I don't think LeVeon Bell would be opposed to that. And Tom Brady's not going to be playing forever. That AFC East is going to be up for grabs soon. It could very easily be the Jets for the taking. Okay, next is the Packers. So the Packers are along the middle of the line for cap space entering 2019, ranking 15th, and they have a little over $40 million in cap space. But here are my reasons for the Packers. You give Aaron Rodgers one of the most talented running backs in the game. Oh my God. Defensive coordinators are not going to be able to sleep. That's going to be creating nightmares for them. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, LeVeon Bell, that's practically like Madden. How are you going to stop that Packers offense? How? I personally don't see how you can stop that. They get LeVeon Bell, they become a legit Super Bowl contender. Now, the biggest downside of that, why I would say it's not as likely to happen as the Jets or the Colts, is he really going to want to sign in Green Bay in the middle of nowhere, have nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers, who's still on the younger side, but he's not as young as an Andrew Luck or Sam Darnold. It doesn't have the glam of New York, so I don't know if he would resign there, and they don't have as much cap space as the Colts and the Jets. Now, the final team is the Dolphins. So the Dolphins are even lower on the list in cap space entering 2019. They have a little over $21 million in cap space. So I'm not sure if this would work financially, But Dolphins are 3-0 this year. I don't know how they're 3-0. I mean, Ryan Tannehill is actually playing a lot better than he's played in the past. You give him a Le'Veon Bell. Wherever Le'Veon Bell will go, he's instantly going to elevate that quarterback's level of play. I mean, for example, look at a guy like Dak Prescott. Personally, I've always thought that Dak Prescott's overrated. But look at his first season. When you give a mediocre, slightly above average quarterback weapons and a great back, people are going to be thinking about, how do we stop Le'Veon? How do we stop Le'Veon? And Ryan Tannehill becomes an afterthought, and he's going to have a lot easier time completing passes and driving the ball downfield, and it's really going to mess with play action. And one of the points I made with the Jets, Tom Brady's not going to be playing forever, so take the AFC East, which is going to be up for grabs soon, and if you're the Dolphins, take him away from the Jets. So overall, those are my top 4 landing spots for Le'Veon Bell. Did I leave a team out? Where do you think he's going to go? Do you think there's any shot he stays with the Steelers? So if you like this video, like it, share it, write a comment, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Way of Weinstein. Have a good night.